Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for July 26, 2014. It's a little bit unsettled out there this morning with a few passing showers. I was waking up this morning looking at the outside my window. I'm like, why is there cloud cover? It's not supposed to be there. But it's here, and I'm going to show you why it's here. It's a little cool little mid-level disturbance that we're watching. Temperatures throughout the northern mid-Atlantic, the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, range from the lower to mid-70s along the coast, upper 60s to lower 70s over the far northern interior, especially around northeastern Pennsylvania, with a northwesterly wind over portions of eastern Pennsylvania and a southwesterly wind over portions of the New Jersey coast and over Long Island and Connecticut and the New York City metro. So there's clearly a trough or an area of low pressure somewhere around here. And so on the radar, what we have here is a few passing showers that are moving through the region. Honestly, it's a bit unexpected, but here they are, and it's moving through. And notice we have a little bit of a heavy downpour that's moving towards Trenton at this hour at 10:50 a.m. So what's behind this shower and where is it going to go? Well, I'm going to show you what's behind the shower in just a moment. But what I'm expecting is that this shower will continue to press to the east, head towards New York City and the New Jersey coast, and then exit out of here. And by the time we get to the afternoon hours, everyone will be high and dry. So that's the good news, but we're going to deal with a few showers this morning. So what's behind this? Well, let's go to 700 millibars. This is what we call, remember when I always say a mid-level disturbance? This is it. This is a mid-level disturbance. So you have this little weak trough here. And what I have overlaid here via the SPC is the mean relative humidity between 700 and 500 millibars, which is like the mid-levels of the atmosphere. So what it's basically telling us here is that this little mid-level disturbance has picked up a little bit of moisture, thrown it up into the mid-levels of the atmosphere, and it's helping to support a few showers. Notice there's nothing really behind it, nothing really ahead of it. Just one little weak, very minor disturbance that is producing a few showers. So as a result, when we go down to the surface, this is what's called precipitable water. So this is basically the amount of water that's in the atmosphere. Now notice, as the trough is approaching to the east of that trough, you see how you get this little spike here? Especially at 1.5, that means there's a potential for tropical downpours. That's moving right into the same area where you have your strong showers. So basically what's happening here is that little mid-level disturbance is drawing up a little bit of moisture, creating just enough lift to produce one small band of showers that is producing a heavy downpour. Notice behind this, that precipitable water really falls off to almost neutral. I mean, it gets below 1 down here in West Virginia. So basically this is a one shower event and then it's done. And then after that you just have some variable cloud cover throughout the day. So yes, it's not the best weekend weather that we've seen, but overall still, I mean, passing shower and you're done. So it's not that bad. On the water vapor satellite picture, you could clearly see this little disturbance really just intensifying just in the right time as it's moving through eastern Pennsylvania. You see kind of how it becomes a little bit more of a curlicue here. That means that it's intensifying. You could tell that because you see how the red here is intensifying here over Virginia. That's sinking air. So there's always a yin and a yang. What comes up must come down. So what's coming up is all that moisture here over the Delaware River Valley, and what's coming down is the sinking air as a result. So that's how you know you have this little intensifying disturbance. The good news is that it's moving fast, and then behind it, notice there's really not much going on. So we have that one shower, and that's it. What we're watching for tomorrow? This warm front right here. This is going to be something to watch out for tomorrow afternoon and evening. This warm front here is going to travel towards the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, and by tomorrow evening, it's going to produce what's called wind shear. So you're going to have lifting and wind shear. Wind shear is not good because it produces the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms. So we're going to have to watch out exactly just how fast this warm front moves. One little caveat that I'm really keeping an eye on, we do have some cool water over here in the Atlantic, and what that's been doing for much of this summer is slowing down the warm fronts compared to what the actual model guidance is. So that could be a saving grace in holding off a lot of the showers and cloud cover on Sunday until the evening hours, and perhaps maybe limiting the severe potential, but more of a focus in the Ohio River Valley and down towards Virginia, and the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area misses out on the brunt of the action. So that's going to be something we're going to have to watch hour by hour and minute by minute for tomorrow afternoon. On the infrared satellite picture, again, here comes the clearing skies. Notice the cloud cover here. You see how it's blue and yellow here? That means that they're higher cloud tops. Now you see how they're kind of disintegrating? That means the cloud tops are warming. That means the lifting is weakening as this disturbance is starting to move east, which is great news because that means that these showers will start to collapse. And then behind it, you see that clearing already starting to take shape in central Pennsylvania, and that will reach us by the afternoon. And then here we have our warm front once again that we're going to watch out for tomorrow. That could cause some problems for the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. So let's take a look at the latest model guidance. We're going to use the European model guidance from the Penn State EWOL website. Again, for this afternoon, high pressure will generally be in control. Those showers will be gone. Look for temperatures to jump up into the upper 70s to lower 80s along the coast, lower to mid 80s everywhere else. Low humidity, our dew points are going to be in the upper 50s to lower 60s. So it's actually going to feel really nice out once these showers get out of the way. For tomorrow, I think the morning is going to be okay. We might see an isolated shower or two just because of the instability in the atmosphere and the disturbances are going to be rotating through, but most locations will remain dry. What I'm watching out for is on Sunday night, we have that warm front approaching and this little disturbance enhancing all the lifting over the mid-Atlantic. And so there's a potential that we could see a strong to severe thunderstorm or at least an area of showers capable of heavy downpours tomorrow evening. And then on Monday, the cold front follows. So this is going to be another aspect that we're going to see in exactly how this evolves. How far north the warm front gets on Sunday night and on Monday morning. The further north that warm front gets, the more of the region is under the influence of a tropical unstable air mass. So for Sunday, kind of backtrack a little bit, the warm front is approaching the region. Temperatures in the mid to upper 60s for lows, lower to mid 80s for highs. The winds are going to be backing from the east to the southwest, dependent on how far north that warm front gets. Again, the influence from the cool Atlantic could be an issue. Then on Monday, the cold front is on the way with an area of low pressure that's passing through the Mohawk River Valley and off towards Albany. If the warm front is stalled, then what you end up with is more of a heavy rain event than you do a severe event because you have the marine air mass, which is stable. You have the tropical air masses coming up from the Tennessee River Valley, and then you have a very impressive polar air mass coming in right behind it. So Monday could be a very complicated forecasting day where let's say the Philadelphia metro gets strong to severe thunderstorms, and then New York City metro gets a lot of heavy rain because you're getting a contrast of three different air masses. So we're going to have to really watch to see how that whole pattern evolves. Temperatures on Monday will range from the upper 60s to lower 70s for lows. High temperatures are going to, again, to be dependent on where that warm front is located. But I'm looking at generally upper 70s to lower 80s throughout the region. Mid to upper 70s to the east of the warm front. Lower to mid 80s to the south of the warm front. Basically, everyone will be somewhere in that ballpark range. Again, the location of the warm front is key to the forecast on Monday. After that cold front moves through on Monday evening, then it's Canadian high pressure and a polar air mass in place. Now we're going to have to watch out for a few of these rogue disturbances producing an isolated shower here or there, but most locations will remain dry through next week with excellent weather conditions. I mean, it's going to be absolutely beautiful out. How nice will it be? Well, for one, it's the end of July and no sign of any 90s. That alone is amazing. We're looking at temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s for lows for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and for next Saturday. High temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Mid to upper 70s possible right along the coast with the cooler water, especially on Long Island. And possibly a mid 80 degree temperature like 84, 85 in Philadelphia itself. below normal for this time of year. We should be in the mid to upper 80s. We're talking about upper 70s to upper 70s to lower 80s. It's just outstanding. So that is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and LinkedIn. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.